What's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
Come on down and chum some of this shit.
What's up, film geeks and freaks? I'm Riley.
I'm Kenny.
I'm Armando.
And welcome to the second episode of the What Do We Know podcast,
where three film students talk about movies new and old.
Celebrating our love for film.
And this week, we are reviewing the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire film. Was that? There wasn't a two.
That is what we saw opening night.
It wasn't 2 or 3. It was just Frozen Empire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gross. So, for the first segment, we will talk about news updates for the week. And the first one that we are going to talk about is Happy Gilmore 2 just got lit up. Supposedly, there was a story where Adam Sandler ran to the director of the original Happy Gilmore film at a restaurant, and Adam Sandler showed him the first draft of it. So then they just ran with it. And it's sad. Sources are saying that it'll be on Netflix, which makes sense because of his production company, Happy Madison, I believe it is. Yeah. They've just been doing a lot of Netflix shows or Netflix movies.
No, like 70% of his most recent movies have all been in Netflix.
All of it, like what the murder mysteries and
like the ones that he did with Jennifer Aniston.
What's the Halloween? The Hubie,
Hubby Halloween.
Hubby Halloween. Yeah, no. I mean, I will say, like, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
But I will say it is one of his few like prolific roles.
It put him on the road.
Yeah,
it's true. But I find it kind of sad that is coming right after Carl Weathers died, because he was in the first one.
That's true.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, I guess he also stated that like fans demanded Happy Gilmore 2, which
did they?
That's what I was gonna say. I said,
I can't remember any like kind of like uproar about a Happy Gilmore 2.
If I'm gonna keep it a buck, I would prefer a Waterboy 2 than a Happy Gilmore 2.
What? Waterboy is not good.
Really? Like you didn't like it at all?
Really?
Not the Vicky
Riley again with hot takes. If you don't think this is good, you should hear his takes on Star Wars.
The Waterboy is just like, it's kind of schlock comedy. I much prefer The Longest Yard.
But my mama said no, nothing. Have you seen The Waterboy?
Yeah, and it's just the whole time I'm like, he's like making fun of like I felt like
it did not age well. I will say that.
Yeah, like when I watch it, it's like I feel bad. Like, I don't find it funny.
I think also because there is a generation.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
There is a generational gap.
Soul.
You have something we call morals. Yeah. No, I understand. I think it's different because again, I'm older than you guys. So when that came out, I was 8 or 9. So my morals were not set at that age. They're not really set now, but that's not the point.
I like movies with like, bad stuff in it. It's just like that was like so much of the movie. So it just like, I was kind of just like
turned off by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean,
by the end, it left a bad taste in my mouth. That just ruined the overall movie.
They won.
No, like at first, like it was like, this is a nice bit, but then it went on for an hour and a half. So
yeah, but again, they won. It's We Are Marshals. But with Adam Sandler in it.
Shut the fuck. Yo, I mean, I will say, like, okay, if we're not gonna go that route, then it would either be Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. Like those,
I like those ones.
Those were the two.
I also really like Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddy Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy was a sleeper hit. I would even say Mr. D's was sleeper hit.
It just wasn't as funny.
No, I mean Big Daddy. I would say if we're gonna talk about my favorite Adam Sandler movies, I'm sorry, I will say it was Big Daddy, and a close second would be Waterboy. But again, I
also did like Blended. The
Oh
movie
snap! Dang, I completely.
Give me Grown Ups 3. Complete the trilogy, cowards.
It's just Cameron Boyce.
I mean,
Good point, but like
That's the only reason.
he's on
Like,
like,
you know, and I understand it. It's just like it'd be sad.
like
to
the
do
character.
it.
I mean.
no, I get that. I mean, honestly, what's the other one? One of my mom's favorite movies is she could watch it on repeat. 51st Dates, and I agree.
Oh,
that movie's
very
That movie's
movie's-
a nightmare.
that movie slaps.
That woman wakes up every day and has to believe that this video tells her that these people are her family, and she just wakes up in a new place. Like she ends up on a boat, like trapped in the middle of the ocean at the end of the movie. It's just like she has to accept that these people are her family. I'd be scared if I was her.
Well, no, every day I'd be scared, but that's why they just have her do what she does.
I know. I'm just saying she must be in a really good mental space, because if that was, I would be freaking out.
I'd be exhausted every day.
Yeah, I'd just be like,
Yeah.
But well, I'm going back to sleep because I'm obviously dreaming. No, but that movie goes hard. But I will say it does kind of depend on what they do with Happy. I mean, it's hard to say whenever someone's like, we're doing a sequel or we're doing a reboot, because nobody knows what the script's going to be. No one's going to know where they're going to take it.
I hope that Adam Sandler actually goes back to old Adam Sandler. Like he shaves his head and beard and he looks like how he did in the first movie.
That would be funny. I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, he probably will.
These days he is always rocking hair and beard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. I think also what's nice is that the original director is attached to it. So it's like and then you have the original star. It's going to be his production company. So they have full creative control, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing, because if this thing tanks, then it's all on them.
They just need to make it just like the first movie.
I know. And I think, but we'll see.
I think they'll be afraid they're going to be too similar, so they're going to try to make it so different, and it might end up hurting it.
I can see that. But again, it's going to just be one of those, we'll see.
I think they should write a really generic story.
But then some people may not like that.
What about golf?
What about
Yeah, it's like how the Mario movie was so simple. It's just like, give me a simple movie and we'll like it more.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, that's not hard.
We'll build off of it. Yeah, no, I get that. It's when they go outlandish and do some crazy ass shit where you're like, why would that happen?
It's like his movies on Netflix. I think that those are kind of outlandish and it makes it unenjoyable.
I will say, because this is one of his most prolific roles, I do believe he'll probably handle this one with a lot more care than like the murder mysteries, like all the other Netflix shows.
Yeah, I think
Netflix
the other
movies.
ones
Hopefully.
No, I'm pretty sure the other ones are just paychecks. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's like, listen.
I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, I have a production company, but I feel like because this one, since fans are demanding it, I think that this one he'll handle with a little bit more care and be a little more particular on
maybe
how it goes.
Or
But
maybe he just won't give a shit.
But again, we'll see how it goes. So when we
just lay up.
I'll be right there.
Basketball
I got you, fam.
Basketball reference, yeah.
No, but when we saw Ghostbusters, the trailers obviously dropped, and the one that shocked us the most was the new Beetle Juice trailer. Is it called Beetle Juice?
Beetle Juice.
Also,
I find it funny because it came out the day before. Like when we saw it, the day before is when the trailer dropped.
I didn't see it.
I'm being like super dead ass. If you look up the trailer and look at the date it was published,
I
it was
think
like either 1, maybe 2 days max before we saw it. I was like, oh.
So this has been out.
I mean, it's been out, but like for only a few days. So, like,
I think
trailers don't typically make it that soon into the theaters, unless they really wanted to market it.
Yeah, but also I will say this: a Beetlejuice 2 trailer, I would have marketed that on a Dune 2 or a Godzilla vs. Kong, not a Ghostbusters.
I mean, it's probably there. It's probably there.
No, they for sure probably are now.
It'll be on Godzilla, but this was its opening movie.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I
fine.
would premiere with this one. No
I
shade.
mean, our theater was full when we went to see it, so
But maybe
kudos.
because the Ghostbusters are from the 80s and so is Beetlejuice.
There you go.
Maybe that was the
There you
tie-in.
go.
It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you want more
I
nostalgia?
think we're just talking shit. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
True. I mean, I will
it makes
say
sense. It makes sense.
I was
on
really
paper.
excited when I saw it. As soon as I
No,
saw
I
that
freaked
red
out.
barn, as soon as I saw that red barn, I was like, it's Beetlejuice.
Yeah, no, I went no fucking way because I saw the opening shot was Jenna Ortega, so I was like, is this another Miller girls? Like, because that was her last movie she was in. I was like, is this an old trailer? Because I knew that she was in the upcoming one, but I didn't even think it was actually like confirmed. I thought that was just a big rumor for a long time because she was Wednesday. Like, I thought that's how they were tying things up. But then when I saw her and then I realized it was Beetlejuice, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
I
I was
I was,
I was
so
pretty
nice
surprised.
to
I was
see
like, is that
everybody.
Batman?
Is that Batman? Yeah, and then once I saw Winona Ryder, I was sold. I was like, oh, this is fucking it. It was, of course, a teaser trailer. There was nothing prolific in it, but we were able to see Jenna Ortega, Winona Ryder. We were able to see what the attic scene where Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, actually comes out. He looks okay. I don't know. I'm a little.
He looks as weird and wacky as he did it to me.
I feel like he looks wackier.
I like
just
it.
nowadays.
No. I'm not saying he looks terrible. There's something off. But again, the times are so different from what it was in the 80s to now that
Yeah.
it's going to look different regardless.
Do you guys think that Alec Baldwin will be in it?
Oh shit! I didn't think about that either.
Because he's in the first one.
No, I know. But I don't know. Like maybe.
Well,
I hope they're in it. Because like they're such a key part of the first one.
no, absolutely.
Like the whole thing is they can't leave that house. And now we're back in this house.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that will come out in a little bit. I feel like when a full trailer comes out, we'll be able to see if that plays into it or not. But I was saying for a teaser trailer, I mean, it definitely. And doesn't it come out in October?
I would assume so. This has got to be a Halloween movie.
I thought it said something like I thought it said 9. Like I thought
September
it said
6th.
September.
September.
That's what I said. I thought it said September.
Well, I guess it would run through Halloween.
Well, no, for sure. I mean, they'll probably do like a dual, like watch the first and second one together type shit during Halloween. They'll definitely do that with Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Does it not say if he's in there or not?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, that one's
I doubt it.
that's one's a little controversial, but also, I mean, they've already filmed it, so they either. And I will say that in the time of filming this was when he was going through his whole Rust thing, so I don't know if maybe they wrote him
Yeah,
out.
I don't know. It doesn't say he's on here.
Yeah, he may not. He may not be on
Oh.
it because I feel like whenever people are in legal troubles, they won't move or shake until before trial or after, like until you get a
Yeah.
verdict or not. So they might have written him out, but it's one of those things. I mean, it looked fine. I
like the trailer. I think that I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited whenever like an actual like full length trailer. I hate teaser trailers. I hate that shit.
I like it because it's less story.
No, I get that.
I don't receive as much.
Here's the thing. I don't mind this one. This one was nice because you got to see everybody. Da, 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 da. But there are some teaser trailers where it's just like a voice and like just some like background shit. I hate that.
Yeah, but
The
that's just supposed to give
worst
you like
teaser
the feel.
trailers. The worst teaser trailers are when it just shows the logo of something.
Yes, Hunger Games. Like whenever any Hunger Games came out, they're like teaser for Catching Fire. It's just showing like a close up of the emblem of like just going in circles.
Hey, I think those are cool.
When the Ragnarok
switches.
when the Ragnarok one came out, it was literally just the
Yeah, but it had Kratos' theme. And
yeah,
that shit
it
was
did.
dope.
But I was
I
like, I want more.
nah, I was like,
And I understand like that's the point of a teaser trailer, but I'm like, give me some, like it barely gave me anything.
Yeah.
But I get it. But this one was fine.
The next another trailer that we watched was the Penguin trailer.
Yeah, so the new Penguin trailer dropped, and it's coming out on HBO Max with Oscar Award nominee Colin Farrell.
yeah, they showed that shit like 4 times, like throughout the trailer. Like it's fine, like okay, but
I get it.
weird,
I appreciate it.
Like Academy Award.
I would say also, not gonna lie, it would be nicer if it said winner. And I love Colin Farrell, but I'm just like, why do I need to know that he was nominated for a People's Choice Awards?
Who did he lose against to? in
That
the
year?
Oscars? Yeah, who was it?
I
You're
forget
the
what.
man in the chair.
If you could do your fucking job, that'd be nice.
Fire me. It was Brendan Fraser for The Whale. Never mind.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
no?
Brendan Fraser for The Whale was Best Actor, not Best Supporting.
But he was nominated for The Banshees of Inisherin.
I thought he was nominated for 2.
I thought he was nominated for the Penguin.
No.
No.
Oh, I thought it was for supporting.
No. No. That is not telling you that he's being nominated for.
No,
the
I
Penguin.
didn't say that was saying that happened.
No, he thought he was originally nominated
For
for
the
the
Batman.
Penguin.
Oh,
But
no.
For the Batman.
No.
I'm
I'm not saying for this.
Oh no.
I'm saying
he was
I thought he was nominated for Best Supporting.
No. He was nominated
For Banshees?
for Banshees of Inisherin.
Was the old man nominated?
Yeah, he was.
The old man.
Yeah, the one that cuts off his fingers.
Yeah, spoiler.
Wait, in the same movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
the same movie.
I said there's a lot of old people in Hollywood, Riley. You gotta be a little more specific. I was just like, damn, son. I said, I was like, well, you're younger. I mean, it looked.
Yeah, Brandon Gleeson. I was brain-farting on the name.
I will say also for the Penguin trailer, it looked fine. Again,
It's HBO Max. HBO Max doesn't release bad shows except for The Idol.
Cool. No, I get that. It very much felt. How do I say this? It felt very HBO Sopranos.
Well,
The
that's what they're
Sopranos
going
came
for.
out over 20 years ago.
No, but I'm saying it felt very like gangster. Like it felt.
but that's the point.
He's a
It's supposed to
gangster.
be-
No,
yeah, it's
I
supposed
get
to-
that, but what I'm saying is that like
It's supposed to be his rise to power, like as Cobble.
But also, it did say the next chapter. So is
Yeah.
this after or before?
After,
Okay.
because in the movie,
because he's
there's
technically
a
nothing.
power vacuum.
That's true, that's true.
yeah, because Falcone is dead.
Yeah, there's a power
Right.
vacuum in the gangster.
And did you see
empire.
fucking Mr. Krabs is playing Salvatore Moroni? I think that's cool.
Oh, the guy from Detroit Become Human?
Yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. I love him.
Krabs.
He's great.
Yeah, he is good.
Yeah, I mean that one was I don't know. I'm not the biggest.
You're not big on Batman.
You're not the biggest on crime stuff.
Yeah, that too. Also, I feel like I don't know. I feel a little more drained out of my Batman phase because I went through the whole '90s Batmans and the Christopher Nolans, so I am a tad fatigued.
To me, it's just
But that's me.
It's just such a different thing that it's barely like watching.
It is.
It's barely like watching those at all.
No, you're absolutely right.
This
So
was
it's like,
more
even if I have
crime show.
Batman fatigue, I don't have like
Crime.
monster
Yeah,
fatigue.
monster fatigue.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, I mean, this one was fine. I just personally, there's a disconnect for me because it is such a different Batman movie. Like, I of course am ignorant, have the expectancy of what I expect whenever I see a Batman film, and it was very good for what it was trying to be, like a darker, more edgier, like being more of a detective versus
Like what Batman's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get that. I understand they're trying to stay true to like what was it, the comics and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he's year 2 Batman.
Yeah, he's year 2 Batman.
Yeah, so I get that.
He's the best Batman.
Oh, that ends that discussion.
Year 2 or Robert Pattinson?
No, Robert Pattinson.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's best Batman.
He's really good. And I did really like this guy, Colin's Penguin.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
All his
killed that
prosthetic,
role.
all his prosthetic work. If you do prosthetics, like you're the man.
no,
Yeah.
that shit right there, that shit. He looks crazy. It was almost similar to like the Baron. Like they look completely different. Whoever worked on those prosthetics did a great job. Also, he is. I've always been a Colin Farrell fan. He impresses me every time I see him on screen because for him to be was he Irish, I believe?
Yeah, he's Irish.
For him to have like, if you see him in an interview, he has a strong Irish accent. And
I remember him
just
in Fantastic Beasts.
right, and then just to see him like flip his voice and change like his whole decor, like he's a fucking great actor. Like just watching him, I'm like, that's crazy. That's fucking Colin Farrell. But
And the cinematography looks great. But I mean,
Yeah.
HBO Max is always gonna have those lit
those
shows.
well lit cities,
Yeah.
yeah, no, they love to do a overview of a lit city. It's definitely there's an expectancy when it comes to HBO, especially with HBO Max because they got money now. But yeah, it looks fine. I mean, of course, are they just doing one season? I don't even know.
I imagine it'll be one season.
and then they'll drop Batman 2.
And then if there's
2
more,
years.
and if there's more Penguin after the Batman 2, then there'll be
If it pops off,
too.
yeah.
Well, just if there's more story after the Batman 2, like what if like he actually like dies or some shit in the Batman 2?
That's true.
Who? The Batman?
No, the Penguin.
Oh, Penguin.
The Batman?
I'm saying like if they like actually like they add to this story in
In the
Penguin,
film.
and then
Yeah,
they
and
actually
then
just add him as a
yeah.
character in Batman 2, and it's just
Maybe.
like
I feel
hey,
like
we had all that depth in here, so we didn't have to put it in this movie.
right. No, I feel like it's going to have to come down to there's going to be a culmination of if he continues a story arc in the film, and then if this succeeds, because
It's gonna succeed.
yeah, I mean,
It's an HBO Max original show. Even if
with
it's
a
like,
DC
even if it's like bad, it will still have great viewership,
Probably.
that's true
Yeah.
which
No,
will
I
be
get
a
that.
success.
Very true. Very true.
because that's all they care about.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I get that. Okay.
So that was our news segment.
Should we also
Oh.
for this week we ended up going to go see Ghostbusters 2 Frozen Empire. It's not 2, but Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Whatever. We went to see it opening day.
there's
What
something
did
frozen about it.
It was frosty.
Yeah, it was cool. It was breezy.
Yeah, there
It
was
was chill.
it was a nice Florida summer spring 70s. But I wouldn't exactly say it was Frozen. I will say, like, the story for me, and we're just talking about story and, like, script, like, it was a little
Bullshit.
It was a little everywhere. I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
the way that they like set it up and edited it, they were just going from like scene to scene, and I was just like, there's no real like flow to this story. I feel like they're just trying.
It's also
they're
just
adding
like,
stuff till we get to the end.
It's just there's also a lot of people, a lot of characters, and it's just like some are in it just for the sake. Like the girl, she was in the first one. I forgot what her name was. It's who Finn Wolfhard.
The one in the lab.
Yeah, the one in the lab.
No, I'm gonna
Why
give.
was she?
She was definitely just in there because she was in the.
Yeah,
first
that's
one.
my point. And also even like the Finn Wolfhard himself. I forgot his fucking name.
I'm gonna give you. Hold on, I'm gonna give you character.
He's just in there. Like he's just in there being like, "Mom, I'm 18." That's his whole fucking arc. In
Hold
this
on.
goddamn movie, just saying, "Mom, I'm 18. I'm old enough." And then by the end,
He
she's
drives
like,
the car!
He drives the car.
Trevor.
Holy shit!
Who would have guessed he'd drive the car after the opening of the movie was him asking to drive the car and her saying no?
Bro, guys, prolific writing.
I think it was just like
foreshadowing is off the charts.
they were trying. I think the problem is that they were trying to make every character have a fucking storyline, because when it was
That's my point. There's
we were
like
talking
so
about
much.
right, but
It's
that's what I'm
just
saying.
like-
It was like when it was Trevor, that's his name, Trevor. It was the
Trevor.
car thing
Oops.
with Paul Rudd's character. What was his fucking name?
being the stepdad
Oh,
thing.
Mr. Gruberson. Mr. Gruberson was trying to be the stepdad, and then you had Phoebe trying to figure out if she wanted to be dead or be a lesbian. I didn't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't pick up on it at first. I thought it was just going to be homies.
I just thought
like,
she was making a
yeah,
fun.
I thought they seemed to have a romantic connection whenever they revealed they were the same age.
Me and him like talked about it briefly. We were like, I thought it was gonna be one of the like, oh, but she's like my friend. Not all ghosts are bad. And then they were all gonna be like, oh, get the ghosts
And
out of here.
I would say like that would work better, because I will say when that happened, I was like, oh my god, something's gonna happen with this chick, with this ghost.
I would
and
also
she's
just
gonna do
say,
that.
because it's not even like, just put it out there. It's not like because, it was implying they were like lesbians or whatever. It's more just like, I don't think there's enough room to develop that storyline. I think it's better if you do like just the whole friends thing. It's a lot simpler. Like, that's what I mean by like trying to cram too much in there. Like,
Yeah, and I don't know if, and maybe we were just reading it wrong. Maybe it was just our acting that seemed a little flirtatious.
Yeah.
I don't
It was
know.
just the eyes, the way they looked at each other.
And
It
also-
was intense.
And also like it was just like when she became a ghost, she like it looked like she was like
Going in for the kill.
not going in for the kill, but she was like kind of like she seemed like she wanted like to
Get
get
closer.
like really close.
Yeah, until she had to do.
Which I mean, again, whatever. But like, I don't like. They had one good conversation. Like in between all the times they met, they had one where they really connected. Where like that's when I was like,
They should have really just
You know,
gone
and
all
then
for it
she
and
went
actually
for-
tethered her. They should have actually just made her ripped her soul and had them dead together. And the third movie was them trying to like get her soul back to her body.
Oh, just
See,
like,
that would have fucking worked out better.
Like just end it off like that, like she's stuck in that room.
Yeah,
she's stuck as a ghost.
No, there's so many ways they could have ended it to get a third one.
Still frozen.
That one, yes, and it was still frozen. Like
still
honestly.
frozen. She's a ghost. Gosh, Paul Rudd, what are we gonna do?
Then the third one would literally have to be called Afterlife, or Get Her Life. I don't know.
Or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they'd probably call it Summer Day. It's still fucking cold and wintry.
Purgatory.
Yeah. No, yeah. To sum it up, it's just just trying to do a lot with it like that.
I just feel like. Also, I feel like we should preface. So in the movie, there is a ghost character that is the same age as Phoebe, and Phoebe's going through her whole.
What was the point of showing that her name was the same name as the diner?
I think because that's where she spent all her time. Like that was the family diner, I think.
Something.
Or
so they
that,
named it her first daughter's name, like her daughter's first name.
Or I don't know. Maybe she just named herself. Like maybe that's just the name she gave herself. Maybe she just likes it there.
I really that story arc alone could have been a good story arc.
No, there's definitely a good like setup. I'd say like their first meeting when they played chess.
No, that was dope.
That was good. I was like,
okay,
cool.
That also confused me because they were just like, oh look, here's this normal looking ghost. You will not see any other normal looking ghosts ever.
I have never spoken to a ghost, but I will today.
And it's just like all the other ones look like they are demented and messed up. One of them is just an entity going from object to object.
This bitch looks like Casper.
She
friendly as hell.
Full form. All her thing is that she's a little burnt. Like, you know.
But because she's 16, she still has her dewy skin.
Fire.
Right.
No, she got like the fire aura.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, she looks.
And I can tell you, the second that she came in, like, you know, I knew fire was going to do something against ice.
Yeah, I mean, you're better than me. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't until we got a little later, and then the matches came into play. I was like, wait. I was like, okay. So, and then, can we please talk about Fireboy?
Oh, the best
Zuko?
the funniest role in the movie. Who's the actor?
He has a hard name to say.
It starts with a K, right?
Yeah, I know
Kumal Ali.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Nanjiani. We're gonna butcher this shit.
Kumail Nanjiani.
But I will say his name in the movie is Nadim. He's basically the whole reason this whole movie goes down because he has this orb from his fucking grandmother that he sells to
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd's character Ray, and this is how the whole movie like becomes a shit show.
Yeah, he's just like
he believes a little ball is worth more than a suit of armor. That's when selling at a pawn shop. It's pretty crazy. These guys don't believe with me.
No, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because if an orb was in the middle of a pedestal, I'd definitely take the other stuff instead of the thing that the shrine.
It had its own fucking light too. It had its
own fucking thing, like.
It had a light shining directly. It looked like Aladdin and the lamp.
Yeah.
There was gold all around Aladdin. He walked up them steps over all that bullshit. It was like the lamp.
That's because that's what they told. That literally was the prophecy. Don't touch anything, just the lamp. That is the whole point of that cave.
That's so funny because they touch more.
Yeah,
and that's what gets them stuck in there.
Yeah,
well, he still got 3 wishes, so I think we're
because he tricked. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about.
Seems like a smart thing.
If I go in a room and I see suits of armor and lots of necklaces and shit, I'm picking that up and not a ball.
You know what? You sold me. That's why Indiana Jones, when he went into the temple,
he knew the thing.
The
thing. Indiana Jones is an archaeologist who knows what he's looking for.
Ooh, a rock.
A rock.
They know what they're looking for. He is literally a professional. This guy, his whole character is that he's dumb.
I will say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why.
But I think he's smart enough to realize that's where the money's at.
He sold it for $50.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot, and he would have. How much do you think he would have sold his suit of armor? He was really offering.
He would have sold it for the same amount.
He would have looked up how much does a suit of armor cost.
No, he wasn't even smart enough to look up what that orb was.
Because you can't know what that orb is worth. Well, how would you know?
How would you know what the suit of armor is worth? Like that's
just look up suit of armor and you see what any of them are selling.
Okay, so if I see a knight from Camelot show up, I'm gonna say that's the same thing.
If I see a knight from Camelot's armor show up and it says like $800 or something, I'm gonna go and say I want $800 for this armor.
I will say also like for me, if let's switch roles. Like if I was him, I don't know shit about armor. I don't know
what is who knows shit about golden balls.
No, I'm saying I don't know shit about anything.
I think
his only objective was to get money, so he would have sold any of that for $1.
I don't know about you, but I think an orb with like weird hieroglyphs and like fucking like is worth more than any old piece of armor. Like I don't know.
That's not true.
That one had a whole ghost in it that froze the whole New York City. It was definitely worth more than the armor.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's only because of the way the universe works. If it's in today's society, it would be worth so much less.
All right, man. Like in Guardians 1, why did Star-Lord take the damn orb out of the thing?
Because he knows.
Okay. Okay. So let's put it this way. Do you think he really had no idea that orb had any kind of like value?
Yes.
He was just looking for $1.
Yes, I do think he thought that had no value. He looked at the other stuff that was in the box. He picked the worst things to bring.
He picked the things that he could fit in the box.
Yeah.
That armor was big.
Yeah, the armor was big.
But
he's probably just lazy.
I mean, if
obviously.
that is your reasoning, I'll take it.
Yeah, no.
But not that he thinks the orb is worth more. I will not accept that reason.
Okay,
I think
heard.
He does. I think he does. I still think he does. I just think he's lazy.
No, but let's be clear. His whole thing is he's a lazy person.
And the whole thing is he's funny. He said I loved him in the movie. He just being the best comedic relief.
He was the only thing that was refreshing in this film. I mean,
no, I like Paul Rudd too.
No, Paul Rudd. No, and that's always going to be a given.
Yeah.
I'll never.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Right. I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah, probably the only. Good joke.
That's what he says.
That's what I'm saying. Only good joke.
I think it was just like I did feel that like Nadim, his characters, I feel like his character was a little out of place. Like, I don't know. I felt like it worked because the rest of the story arcs were so that is why his worked and his was funny.
Everything was just like and he was just kind of like funny and stuff, but it was so. It was
stupid. The only upper.
Armando loved when he bended the plasma beam.
Dude, that shit was so fucking stupid, man. Like,
so
why are we
dumb.
bringing firebenders into Ghostbusters? I don't understand. Like, what? Like, and his grandma, I guess, was the Avatar back in the previous life because she was the chosen one. Like,
yeah, I just did not like.
This is a Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, I just did not like that BS of just like, let's take something that's popular in today's standards, like anime, firebender, Avatar type shit, and throw it in this movie. I don't think that was a good move at all. That shit was stupid.
Like I can't even say or like know if that's what they were going for. I just think like I don't know. Like these last two have been going off the rails. Like
what if
this
that
is a Ghostbusters movie?
Like a thing in some like ancient culture.
What, that you can firebend?
Yeah.
Sign me
and
up,
it's like
bro.
something that they just like they pulled. From.
Let me look into it.
Yeah. Can I like? As he was fucking doing.
Well, let's get you a Zippo lighter.
Yeah,
also, another thing, and I've said that I said this after the movie that this is my biggest pet peeve. I cannot stand when somebody can learn something prolific at a drop of a hat.
Yeah, homie was like,
in one cut, he is taking a fucking Zippo lighter, going like this, trying to light a fucking candle, and then the very next time we see him, he takes out what is to be like a fucking ghost that can freeze all of New York City, and he just does his one little fucking thing. I cannot stand that shit because, I mean, I get it. It's a movie. It's not real, but it's just a sense of realisticness would have been like helpful. Is that a word? I don't fucking care.
No, I get you. Yeah, and again, even before that, like he bent the particle beam. Like, does that even count as fire? I'm not a science major. I'm not, but like. I think that'd be a little different than fire.
I don't think science majors learn that either.
Like they got a proton pack. Like that's like, I don't think that's natural fire. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to like go so much into it.
You don't know this guy's skill. He's insane.
Oh, I don't know. It showed us a couple minutes before when he was like.
That fucker was sweating trying to move that.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying.
Trying
to move that lighter to the candle.
He looked constipated, trying to put from here to there.
Also, again, this bitch has one fucking match.
That's crazy, bro.
One match. And you think that shit's going to be able to toss to this dude and he's just going to...
Well, it's a match that comes back every time it's not used right.
But I'm saying that she would have fucking... I've fucked with matches. You have to light it. You have to light at least 5 to get something lit. Like, I'm sorry, because the second you
Like, imagine her just.
no, but what I'm saying is the second you light it, that shit is gone. Like, you have to be quick with it.
Yeah, we're looking at a very
also
It's a ghost match.
Also, hate to say this too, but isn't that aren't they all frozen? So it's at least below like -10 up in that bitch, and you think that lighter is gonna be able to toss its way through?
-10. He's absolute 0.
Oh, so sorry. It's almost the same.
No, it was ridiculous how cold they said he was.
Oh yeah, when Homeboy was just like, yeah, it's 0. I was like, your arm should be amputated, sir.
It's just like they're talking about it's in Kelvin, and he's just like, oh, my arm just got a little burnt.
Yeah, yeah, that's the funniest thing. Ooh. Damn, that hurt.
That shit is wild.
Absolute 0 would have, like, at the very least, went like, and his arm would have, like, shattered.
Had he just swung his arm a little to the right, it would have snapped and broke off.
He would have been like,
that should have been like Rukia Bankai.
He would have picked it up.
Yeah.
He would have tried to lift, and his whole wrist would have snapped off. Bro, that shit pissed me off. I said, that don't make no sense. Also, can we please talk about the dad moment? Because the heartwarming, the time when Phoebe calls Mr. whatever his face, Gooberson. I can't even say his fucking name. What's his first name? I forget.
Paul?
Gooberson?
Is it Mr. Rudd? No, but like, it was just so funny because it's just like
Gary.
It's so funny when Phoebe finally calls Gary dad, because I looked at that. This is what I see. I see it happen. She calls him dad in such a very like nonchalant way, and he's like, oh, she called me dad. And I'm looking at the screen and I'm like, oh. I look to my right and I look at Armando. This is Armando. I turn my head. Armando's like,
I was laughing.
He's laughing, bro. And he's just like, oh, fuck me. And then the keys getting thrown right after. You're like, everybody got their story arcs fucking complete.
Because it was all predictable. Like, they had the classic, Phoebe and Gary had the classic, oh, don't talk to her that way about the mom and all that shit. She's like, you're not my dad. And then he's like,
you're not part of this
family. And that. And then he roasts her and stuff like that. And then she walks away, does the or whatever the fuck, goes into her room. Yeah, that bullshit. And then he goes up to the room and says, hey, kiddo, you know, I just took your grade. And she's not there. Oh, whoa, guys. Slow down. Leave some room for everybody else, man.
Writing.
Yeah, like, and then as soon as that happened, I was like, she's going to call him dad in the end.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was definitely predictable.
And then, yeah, the whole thing with the keys. Hey, catch.
I finally get to drive? Bro. Also, I felt like there was some fillers in the story. Like, with what's old boy in the attic? The green ghost?
Slimer.
He was just there because
he was a callback.
He was just
he's
there.
A callback.
He's a callback. He's the most classic ghost in all of
No, and I get that, but I'm just like, really, there's nothing for that either. Like, they're just like, we don't really know what to put here. Let's have...
Hey, I know that guy!
Right.
Like, cue the Leonardo DiCaprio and like,
Finn Wolfhard even did it in the movie. The hey, I know that guy.
Right.
About Slimer.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I just felt like there was a lot of fillers within the story.
Slimer was there to eat the possessor.
The professor. Yeah. I mean, also, I will say, we'll go into like visual effects.
I thought that they were mid, to be honest. Like they were decent, but they could have been so much better.
Yeah, like I think the design of whatever the fuck, the Ice King. I don't know.
Yeah,
Gaku, was it? Was it Gaku?
Goku?
No, not Goku. Gaku, like it's what fucking Remy from Ratatouille, like the librarian guy. He was like Gaku's orb. Was that his name? It started with a G.
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt, yes, love him. Are you talking about the actual ghost?
No, like his design. His design. I thought it was cool looking.
I thought it was good looking. It's just that it at some points looked goofy. Like when the amount of times it went up to his face and he opened his eyes and they were blue. I was like, yep. How many times are you gonna do a shot of him opening his eyes and they're blue?
Again, he had a cool, unique design.
And I liked him reclaiming his horns. I liked him reclaiming his horns and shit. I thought that was cool.
That was dope. I will say, when the whole New York City, when it started to freeze, that to me looked cool. Everything else was mid, I'll agree.
That scene was cool. It's
My
just like
only
the
problem,
cutting of that scene was weird.
My only problem was just like you didn't finish it out. Like it was so cool, and then they're like, let's go back to the firehouse.
Yeah, they're just like, the city's getting a little cold.
Let's go see what Phoebe's up to.
But now we're just showing it's cold at the firehouse.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like I didn't feel like much destruction was actually done to the city.
And also, again, this is supposed to be like, well, according to just like
the title.
No, well, yeah, that, and also just like again with the whole orb about to be zero. They showed shots of people in the street like, oh, what's going on? I thought we were in 0 degrees, bro. Y'all should have frozen like the day after tomorrow. Like
they
that had more stakes. Like the day after tomorrow, that's a frozen empire.
That's what they should have done.
I don't fucking believe that shit.
That is what they should have done.
Yeah, like.
No, 1,000%. And honestly, I'm not
We
gonna
should
lie.
have seen people get frozen in place.
Bro, Batman and Robin had that shit. Mr. Freeze could have did that.
Like
Arnold
what
Schwarzenegger could have did that
shit.
shit.
Afraid of?
I don't know, but I was just
I don't know. I don't think it was afraid of anything. Just I don't know, budget, I guess, or just like they didn't. I don't know.
Honestly, that does make sense. I think after a certain point, they're like, this budget's getting too much on the special effects because it is just another Ghostbusters movie. I mean,
but then but they can't say that and then add in like lore about mystical firebenders. Like if you're gonna go that route, go all in, bro.
No, I get that.
Give me like dead ass. Give me a 2 hour and 47-minute like Doom length Ghostbusters movie about the lore of ghosts and like mythical firebenders. Like dead ass. If you're gonna go that route with some demonic entity, then give it to me.
Because no offense, I will say in the very beginning of the movie, the movie starts with an old scene of a whole room getting
the
frozen.
Early 1900s.
Yes,
yeah,
my problem was that nothing was really said or connected, and I was just that scene.
Yeah, so
that scene looked cool, but that's what I wanted from the
city.
city.
Yeah, so like it was like
that whole room. I wanted that city, everyone frozen in place. So you know how they all like.
I was just confused about it because like so the firebender or whatever trapped the person in the orb. But then, like, did the firebender die?
Yeah, so that's what I was about to say. Like, that person in the beginning.
Her eyes open, though.
Yeah, so that person in the beginning, was that a firebender or was that, like...
That was a firebender.
Yes, that was a firebender.
She was wearing the armor.
But,
but that wasn't... I will say that was...
She was trapped.
She trapped it. But the thing is that it wasn't...
Because they were opening it. They said the chant or whatever.
It wasn't made... it wasn't made clear up until, like, damn near the end. And I was like, all right.
It's just like...
But I understand, like, going through a whole lore of it would have been a lot more helpful and just...
Well, he did. Again, fucking Remy did. But, like, he
Remy.
Like, again, it was just, like, a very brief, but... And it's not even that, because he gave us information. It's, like, not to, like...
Exposition dump.
Yeah, not to exposition dump, but, like, in the sense of, like, just kind of, like, the stakes and everything, like...
Yeah.
Especially again with that frozen empire.
He was the climax. He was the one with the conflict.
Yeah, I think what they should have done was like Frozen Empire, right? Should have happened like midway, right? And then the other half, them navigating and trying to solve this Frozen Empire.
Yeah,
shit.
when he was explaining it
that should have been yes. That
look at this. Look at this fucking poster.
Yeah,
this happens in the last 30 minutes of the movie.
It's not even that frozen.
No, and honestly, again,
like what?
The beginning Frozen scene was way better than, like, I wanted that. Everything got frozen.
Either that, like midway, or just like how you said, leave it off. Like if y'all want to do more, then like
extend it.
Make this the sequel, like format of like it being like the Empire, where our heroes are like down. Like we end the movie with what the fuck. Like yes, we are at our lowest. Leave Phoebe as a ghost or some shit, right? Her and Melody can do like some like, all right, so this is how we're gonna do it, right? And then
they just wanted to finish the arcs in this movie.
Gary and the mom and the rest of the family have to navigate through this fucking Frozen Empire, right? And
honestly, Gil Kenan.
Yo, hire me. I know how to write.
He graduated. We just took a screenwriting class. He got it. He got formatted and all.
I guarantee they write this shit to finish one movie because they never think they're gonna get another movie.
It's a money grab. Yeah. Well, I will say the reports hit right when the movie dropped. Gil Kenan did do an interview with somebody who was, of course, asking about is there going to be a third one, and his response was specifically, if this movie does well, we will do it.
What was the budget of this movie?
God.
Budget.
$100 million.
And what did it make so far?
Like, I think it opened with 40 something. but I don't.
Let me see.
It actually,
extensive.
I will say, I did read that the numbers for this one were lower than the Afterlife.
Well,
It's at 61.6
Yeah,
right
61.
now.
gosh, that's tough.
Well, it debuted with 45
They-
million.
they-
Yeah, and
But
it's
guess
going
what?
down.
Where did that 100 million go?
I would like to know too.
Where did was that all to Paul Rudd?
Maybe it was that fucking armor.
No, it was fucking all the OG cast.
Godzilla minus one had a budget of
it was-
12 million.
It was the OG
And-
cast too.
And and we all
Paying
know
like Bill Murray and all of them.
I will say, Bill Murray and all that armor on the wall.
Yeah,
Bill,
they hired so many people.
You know, that's another thing. Like,
Just
don't
to
get me
just-
wrong. I think
They
it's
brought
cool.
back everybody.
I think it's cool to like see them and all, like the old Ghostbusters, but like
No, it's nostalgic.
You know, like they're just
They
there
had
to
the
be
whole
like, hey,
Did they add something?
Who's there? Who's it?
I'm like, it's Bill Murray.
It's Bill Murray.
We were literally sitting there. I was like, it's Bill Murray. It's Bill fucking Murray.
Yeah, they were
The
all
music, the lights went dim
I was
and
like,
the music
it's Bill Murray.
started. I was like, it's fucking Bill. Let him the
yeah,
fuck
and then he was
in.
gonna come in like, hey
Sup, guys?
So, end of the world, huh?
You think I'd let you do this without me?
Where's my whiskey? Like,
Oh yes.
yeah. But overall, like,
Yeah,
honestly,
what
what
did you give the movie?
Letterboxd rating?
Yeah.
I gave it like a 2.5.
2.5?
I gave it a 2.
That's like the man, just because like
I couldn't even
I
give it
also
a-
I also gave it a 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it wasn't like it's not atrocious. It's not like I know we're bashing
It's
the film.
watchable.
It's just kind of like you can have fun with it. I was having fun. Like,
I was
halfway.
laughing.
Yeah, I was
Definitely.
having fun with it like halfway until I realized, I haven't seen a whole lot of Frozen stuff yet.
I haven't seen a whole
Yikes.
lot of Frozen stuff in Ghostbusters,
This is
Frozen,
Frozen
Empire.
I have seen mainly callbacks, like in the library when they showed us the ghost.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah, and
right
then Dan
there.
Aykroyd's like,
Yeah, that was like the most callback of all callbacks.
Yeah, I know. I think it was just like, honestly, like, it just, I wouldn't watch it again. It didn't add anything. It did. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And again, let's be clear. We are not the top tier Ghostbusters fan base. It wasn't made for us.
I really like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I like the first one. Yeah, I think the first
you,
one
was
I
fine.
like the second one as well.
Okay,
I
he's
really-
probably a little bit more of a
I really
fan.
think it's good.
But did this add to, like, your Ghostbusters, like, feed? Like,
This one or Ghostbusters 2?
no, this one.
This one,
I'm
like
talking
you know,
about this one.
yeah, this one is not like one I would like revisit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I feel like OG, like OG
Just
who
whatever.
like
I watched the first two, like, you know, again and again every Halloween. This is not one I'm not. Oh, it's Halloween. Let me watch Frozen Empire.
Yeah, no, I can't. Like, I'll say, I can't. If you are a Ghostbusters fan and you like this, like, I ain't gonna be like, wow, you're tripping. I'll just be like, you know what, bro? If you liked it, all the power to you.
yeah.
There's fun in the flick. You can have fun with it if you just kind of like.
It's
just
a fun movie.
fun,
It's
yeah.
just not.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just kind of like it's just a little too goofy.
No, I get that. I feel like
to me,
this
it's
will,
like the Jurassic World. You know,
Yeah.
it's not as
for
good,
those
but it's still
fans.
fun. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't. They definitely wanted to make
Are
sure.
you talking
it's-
about Dominion?
No.
Okay.
Please don't. Let's not get on that tangent.
no.
But
I
I'm
was
just
honestly talking about like the first two.
no. I'm just saying, like, this was
I mean,
specifically this and Afterlife was specifically made for reboot. Of course, to get more fans involved, but also it's a give back to the OG ones who, like, people in the 80s who watched this in theaters and loved it because
Yeah, this
back
could
in
be
the
their No Way Home, I guess. I don't
back
know.
in the 80s, this was a brand. Like, Ghostbusters was a brand. So it's a
They
little
even showed
different.
that at the beginning with like the toys.
Oh yeah,
and
and the
shit.
cereal and shit. No, this was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking brand. So I think this is more so for them. I think someone who is an OG Ghostbusters fan, like someone who was older than me, born in the 80s or whatever, they would like this. I don't know if they would revisit. They definitely wouldn't say it was their favorite Ghostbusters movies of all time. I think that's a little far
I think
fetched.
they'd probably just like it. They'd be like, oh yeah, fun.
They're like, yeah,
Which is probably what they were going for, but
Yeah.
like I don't know, just you can go for that and still like
Make
things
it
like,
decent.
Yeah, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Make it
without
make-
be
that's
too
the
goofy.
tagline.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
like make it make sense. You know, just like don't overdo it.
No, I get that. So
And,
with
that's
that,
what we think about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Frozen
Gross.
City block. That's what it was.
Frozen Firehouse.
But basically at that point, Frozen Firehouse with a couple shots of the city, and some citizens being like,
Maybe they were
"Damn,
talking
it's
about the
cold."
Empire State Building.
Damn.
Damn. Dude, shit.
Ooh, that wind.
That-
I
that's
can
what it
see
was.
my breath.
Yeah, look at these guys.
Damn.
To end the show, we didn't do this for the first episode, but we're gonna start it now. We're each just gonna say a hot take.
If you like it.
Yeah, we're each just gonna say a hot take that we think.
Unpopular opinion, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then something that not everybody would agree with.
And we're not gonna fight about it. We're just gonna say it. And if you got a comment, say it in the comments, and we'll fight about it.
We might discuss it in the future.
Cool.
So
Riley, what's yours?
Mine is I recently saw Top Gun Maverick for the first time. I've been putting it off because I really dislike the first Top Gun. It uses Danger Zone 4 times and Take My Breath Away 3 times, and I just could not really find much enjoyment in it. But Maverick I really loved.
My hot take this week is and I will die on this fucking hill. I don't give a fuck or a damn. Suicide Squad 1 was miles away better than Suicide Squad 2.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I fucking hated it. I didn't understand it. It was too goofy. Maybe it's my aesthetic. I like something a little more darker and edgier. And for me, the first one was that. And the second one sucked dick. I don't know what that big star was doing. Also, Baby Daddy died. What's his face? Rick Flag. And John Cena, terrible fucking actor. Hate it. Next.
You're ruining our credibility. My hot take.
We do not agree with anything that was just said.
Yeah.
It's a hot take. Shut up.
Yeah. I think The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better than both Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. I think it does Spider-Man better than those movies. I don't have to hear Peter Parker be like, Mr. Stark, every fucking 5 minutes. Mr. Stark, or boo-hoo, Mr. Stark died. Sorry, villains suck, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is like a great movie, like objectively, but it objectively does more Spider-Man than both those movies combined. I actually see swinging, some Spidey sense, some cool stuff, and the CGI is way better. Say what you will about those movies, the CGI and effects in those movies are top tier. Way better than CGI suit Tom Holland, just like, well.
So on that note, we shitted on Top Gun, DC, and Marvel all in one swipe. So if you'd like to unsubscribe, which you're probably not even subscribed, that's fine. But that was today's, or was that? That was this week's
Kenny
podcast.
takes it. I think Kenny takes it this round.
Kenny definitely has the hottest take
That
here.
meter is like reaching boiling point.
Not only did he...
No, we're not talking about this.
Just DC, he also disrespected John Cena.
And James Gunn and like everyone in that movie. And just like good filmmaking. In
Hot take. Can I wrap this up?
Kenny is Kenny.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that bullshit that YouTubers tell you or don't. I don't care. Subscribe to those 5 that are still watching from last week. Thanks.
Thanks, Mom.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.